ring. We reach back across the sea to fulfill our destiny. We're the flag family, trying to be the best that we can be. We reach back across the sea to fulfill our destiny.
Kwanzaa,
what it's all about.
What is Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa is a cultural celebration of family and community that seeks to reconnect Africans throughout the diaspora back to the values and rich heritage of their African ancestry. It is derived from the adaptation of cultural values and traditions of both Africans on the continent and in the U.S. Kwanzaa affirms family and community by celebrating values that are foundational to preserving, sustaining, and growing ourselves as a people.
The word Kwanzaa is Swahili that means force. There are over 50 countries within the African continent and over 2,000 spoken languages. However, one of the unifying languages of the continent is Swahili. Similarly, Kwanzaa uses the language of Swahili to unify all people of African descent.
Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration that takes place from December 26th through January 1st. Each of the 7 days of Kwanzaa represent a different principle. Nguzo Saba is the Swahili translation of 7 principles. There are 7 principles of Kwanzaa: umoja, kujichagulia, ujima, ujama, nia, kuumba, and imani. Each principle represents a different African cultural value and is intended to encourage and reinforce community amongst American Africans and furthermore reawaken the connection and greatness of all people of African descent.
The first principle, umoja, is recognized on December 26. Umoja means unity. This principle promotes unity of the family, community, nation, and race. We must be intentional about building family, so we may reinforce our community towards the creation of a unified nation and the restoration of our race.
The second principle, kujichagulia, is recognized on December 27th. Kujichagulia means self-determination. This principle reminds us that we must consciously take control over every aspect of our existence. We must assert our own visions, ideas, and practices to successfully overcome the mental and physical barriers that degraded African people globally.
The third principle, ujima, is recognized on December 28th. Ujima means collective work and responsibility. This principle calls us to establish and build community and teaches us that we are responsible for one another. Our brothers and sisters' problems are our problems, so we must work together to solve them. The fourth principle, ujama, is recognized on December 29th. Ujama means cooperative economics. This principle highlights the importance of working together when it comes to building and maintaining businesses. Furthermore, this calls for economic interactions that prioritize the well-being of each other and the community over individual wealth and profit.
The fifth principle, nia, is recognized on December 30th. Nia means purpose. This principle tells us that it is our collective purpose and job to build and maintain community amongst people of African descent, so that we may know and remember our culture and history as we restore our people to our true and original greatness.
The sixth principle, kuumba, is recognized on December 31st. Kuumba means creativity. This principle tells us to apply our creativity and imagination to building and restoring community
We must do our best to give our all in leaving our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it.
The seventh principle, Imani, is recognized on January 4th. Imani means faith. This principle urges us to believe in our people, our families, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and the value of our struggle.
A traditional practice of Kwanzaa is to present a Kwanzaa set in your home. The Kwanzaa set consists of 7 pieces: a mat, a candle holder, 7 candles, a unity cup, crops, corn, and gifts. At the outset of the holiday, a table is set for the demonstration of the Kwanzaa arrangement. The table is first covered with an African cloth and then dressed with the 7 pieces.
Now let's learn about each piece. Mat.
The mkeka is symbolic of the rich tradition and history of our people, and thus is the foundation upon which we must build.
Kanara, candle holder.
The kinara is symbolic of our reach to the motherland, Africa. Within the traditional Kwanzaa set, the kinara serves as the base of the Nguzo Saba 7 principles.
Mashima Saba, 7 candles.
The Mishuma Saba in a traditional Kwanzaa set are colored red, black, and green. These candles are placed within the kinara. Moving from left to right, you first place 3 red candles. The color red symbolizes the blood of our people and honors the lives of those lost in the struggle. Then, at the center, you place 1 black candle. The color black is symbolic of our people. Lastly, you place the 3 green candles. The color green symbolizes the original land of our people and the future and hope that comes from the struggle of our people. The lighting of the Mishuma Saba across the 7 days of Kwanzaa are furthermore used to symbolize the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles of the cultural values necessary for the healing and reconstruction of our people in a true light.
Kikombe cha umoja, unity cup.
The Kikombe cha Umoja is symbolic of the foundational principle of unity. Unity is the cup from which the progress of our struggle pours. The Kikombe cha Umoja may also be used in the pouring of libations.
Marshall, cups.
The Mazao symbolizes the rewards of collective and productive labor, while also giving honor and acknowledgement to our people's roots in agriculture and to traditional African harvest festivals.
Corn, Moheni.
The Muhindi symbolizes children and the hope for our future that is associated with younger generations.
Zawadi, gift.
The Zawadi are symbolic of the labor and love that parents show to their children and the promise and commitment held by their children in return.
We hope you now know some of the ins and outs of Kwanzaa and what it's all about. From our family to yours, we invite you and encourage you to embrace Nguzo Saba, or the 7 principles, throughout the year, practicing and applying them in your family and community. Let Kwanzaa serve as the foundation for new fun and empowering family traditions during your next holiday season and many more to come.
Happy Kwanzaa, everybody! Asante sana! Thank you for watching our video.